If you want to travel to Vietnam, be sure to watch this video. The first part of the journey. After a stopover at the Thai airport, we arrive at Hanoi Airport, the first city we will visit. Upon arrival, the sound of car horns attracts one's attention. With a height of 110 meters and a length of 3,900 meters, Hanoi's not. Than Bridge is one of the most beautiful and largest bridges on the Red River in Hanoi. We toured the historical fabric of Hanoi and met the locals. The urban fabric, the locals, the shops, the alleys were special and different. The old quarter of Hanoi is home to most of the city's historic temples: Kim Lake, Angkor Wat, Don Xuan Market, etc. This neighborhood is not far from the Red River, Lake Kim, and Giksu Bridge. This bridge, which is also quite long, has special lighting in the late hours of the night and after dark. Hanoi is famous for having narrow alleys. There are lots of alleyways in the city center, so the naturalist who is trained from the middle of that train. Hanoi Train Street is one of the interesting attractions in Hanoi. Twice a day, 3 o'clock and 7 afternoon, the train passes at a very little distance from the two-way houses of this narrow street. In some parts, the train distance from the walls of the houses is less than 10 centimeters. There are many tourists to watch this exciting passage to this street. In some of these alleys, there are many cafes and restaurants that you can visit at the meal of this gravity. The lives of people, customs, and foods nights here was so interesting to me. Here is the general center of the spa for massage because you need to be necessary. Freddie that day tourist bus followed and went to Ninh Binh. We went to a city in southeastern Hanoi, one of the destinations of tourism. It takes about 2 hours to reach Ninh Binh. First, we will see Hoa Lu, the capital of Vietnam, between 968 and 1010. And then we will go to the Dinh King and Lai King temples to learn more about the history of Vietnam under the Dinh, Lai, and Lai dynasties. Do not wear short clothes to enter the temple. Then we went to bike in the beautiful nature, a cycling path in nature, which after a little bike ride to a beautiful river with the Halong Gulf. Here is a restaurant for food and rest, and get acquainted with local people. Trang An is also one of the places to visit in Ninh Binh, famous for its scenic waterways. In Trang An, you can rent a boat and paddle along the Sao Koa River. This route takes you through caves to another world of beauty, and you can visit the spectacular scenery, caves, and temples at the same time. The boat trip usually takes about 2 hours. On this route, we pass through many caves and see many beautiful natural and historical attractions. Unfortunately, Vietnamese people do not speak strong English, and I was unable to get good information in this area. We continue our journey towards Tom Cook. Located outside the city of Ninh Binh, Tom Cook is one of the best natural destinations in Vietnam. Known for its cliffside landscape that resembles Halong Bay, Tom Cook also features beautiful limestone hills scattered among emerald green rice paddies. Halong Bay has larger cliffs but is busier, while Tom Cook is a more secluded spot. Hang Mua Peak is located near Tam Cook and requires a 500-step climb to reach the summit, but it is well worth it. There is a statue of a dragon on the top of the mountain, which is very majestic and large. Watch this video. If you enjoyed the video so far, I would be happy if you would join me to watch the rest of my videos. For the next day's tour, we went to Halong Bay and took a small shuttle boat to the cruise ship. For cruise tours, there are economy cruises to 5-star super luxury. Our cruise ship was an economy class ship. It had a casual atmosphere and delicious food, but I suggest you choose a better ship for your Halong Bay tour if you can afford it. The ship moves at a very slow speed. You can see very beautiful scenery. If you get sick, be sure to bring some pills with you. Halong Bay was listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1994 and remained on the list until 2000. The area has been selected as one of the new 7 natural wonders of the world since 2012. As I said, the food here was delicious. All kinds of shellfish, fish, meat, etc. were prepared in a very pleasant way. We boarded the pleasure boats from the cruise ship and headed Dant for our first excursion, which was on a bamboo boat. The Halong Bay in Vietnam means dragon landing place, and this name has come from the legend and local myth. According to this myth, the locals believe that dragons lived in this gulf and gone from the mouth of jewelry into the gulf. These jewelry have become an amazing stone, islands of this gulf over time. Archaeologists have also shown that the presence of man in this gulf is about 18,000 years ago. This shows that this natural and unique natural region has long been considered and used humans. Next location is T-Top Beach, is one of the most famous Halong beaches that are on the top island. The Tap Beach is a small beach, but it is very famous for soft sand and beautiful views. On the same beach, there is a staircase leading to the top of the mountain, and when you climb it, you will have a beautiful view of this bay. I went back to the ship and we got ready to make a delicious Vietnamese meal. Listen carefully to learn about this food, otherwise skip it. Let's continue our journey.
You know, Vietnam now become more and more famous to all over the world because Vietnam is a beautiful country. From north to the south, we have a lot of destination you can check in, enjoy the view. Like Halong Bay is very famous because the view around here is really nice. The rice paper. So rice paper here very thin. So when we are we must put on the wet tower. That is a wet tower. After we are put here, and then we massage here. Yes, the rice paper get wet from hand towel, become the softer. You can do it easy. We don't need put water inside here, because if you put water here to wet rice paper, maybe breathe, you cannot run. So now you look, see, do, and then you try. You can put anything you want. There's it, cucumber, rice noodle, carrot. Oh, ham. Oh, kak. Chicken. And prawn, you love that. Separate on the top. So now we start running.
Why is it separate on the top?
Okay, moment, I start running.
Oh, okay, alright, okay.
Falling two sides.
Okay, makes sense.
Okay, so now you see that kind of prawn outside here. It's more beautiful. Decoration, better. This is dipping sauce. Dipping sauce is very important for eat with that. So now
Halong Bay covers an area of about 1,553 square kilometers, and its main part consists of more than 1,600 islands and islets. It is located in northeastern Vietnam, in Quang Ninh province. The unique features of this bay include limestone cliffs, beautiful caves, erosional karsts, and unparalleled landscapes. This bay is considered one of the most beautiful natural landscapes in the world. It also has high biodiversity and is home to many rare and endangered species. If you've enjoyed this travelogue so far, please subscribe and give me energy with your likes. Don't miss the rest of the travelogue, and see you in the next video on the channel.